Hey everybody, this is Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot today. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I used to do tarot readings, horoscope readings, every 2 weeks for a year. I started this channel doing that. Then I stopped for about a year and a half, and now I am being led to do that again. So if you are new to my channel and weren't around when that was all going on, welcome. This is going to be for the Leo reading. What I normally do is let flip, fly, or fall anywhere from 5 to 7 tarot cards. Check and see if we're looking at life, love, career, happiness, health, and then kind of fill in the gaps with other oracle cards or whatever to try to understand what's going on. So welcome, and if you're new, subscribe, love it. Comment. I love hearing from my people, even the bad ones. It just makes me keep going. All right, let's see what's going on with the Leos. All right, that one wanted to come out. This one, pretty par for the course. They always fly on the floor. That one's wanting to come out. All right, and that one, okay, so we got lots of stuff coming out for Leo today. And I've got 5 cards. Let's see what I've got here and then see if I need to add on. 5 of Pentacles in the upright. Feeling a little out in the cold. Page of Cups. That to me feels like someone made a little bit of an offer and it kind of rubbed you the wrong way. Page of Wands in reverse. You were ready to move forward on something, and the other party is not as fast moving as you would like them to be. Exactly what I said, the Chariot in the reverse. That is forward movement, and it's in the reverse position, so that means that it is not moving forward at this moment in time. And your ego is screaming like you're like, I thought I would have had an answer by now. And then the 4 of Pentacles, and that would be you hanging on to your money. So I'm going to say this is probably job related. Perhaps you had an offer. You're wanting an offer from a particular company or job. You've put your application in. This seems to be a theme in the collective right now that a lot of people maybe lost their jobs. Or they recognized what they were doing was definitely not what they wanted to do for the rest of their life. You know, the last year has made a lot of people reevaluate their lives. And so I feel like some people are like going, man, I got to get a different job. I've got to get a different career. I don't ever want last year to happen to me again. So a lot of people are probably putting in applications for different jobs, and they're not experiencing people just overflowing with job offers like they had hoped, and it's hitting you or the Leos at the ego, and I'm gonna say it's shocking you because you felt like you were probably more valuable to people. I got 2 and they came up 4 of Wands. Let me think. They kind of came out sideways. Let me think. 4 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. I'm going to say that you're eventually going to have something to celebrate, but it's going to take a while, and it's just going to take a while. But that doesn't mean that it's never going to come. So it may be a month instead of a week. It just may take longer than what you had hoped it would take. So I'm going to say hang in there for now. Let's do, where are my emotions cards? I want to see if what I have. So one of the things that I do is whatever comes out with the tarot and however I have interpreted it, then I usually do a row of emotions. Man, I can't get my words out today. I do a row of emotions to solidify what I have just interpreted. And if I interpreted it wrong, then the emotions card will end up telling me like the story that I didn't see. So it's just kind of like doubling down. So let me get some emotions of what you are currently feeling about this whole thing that's happening in your life. Okay. So, all right. So the Curious card came up upside down. Okay, and Confused came in reverse. The Grief card came in upright. Frustrated in reverse. Resistant in reverse. Okay, so I guess in a way that's good because while this is happening to you, you are taking it pretty easy. Or you're taking it good and you're looking at the positive, and it's almost like, so basically I feel like at this point in time, while it's not working out as quickly as you wanted it to, you're looking at it optimistically and knowing that the right job will come at the right time, that the universe is in control and divine timing is playing into this. You have improved in that way, and at one time you would not have been quite so, okay, I'm going to let the universe take charge. Because if you were still in that position of angst and anxiety, most of these cards would have come in like Frustrated would have been upright. Confused would have been upright. Resistant would have been upright. And because they all came in the reverse, that tells me that you're not as upset as I originally thought. So you have made some progress when it comes to letting the universe bring you what you want, and you're not focusing on the negative of it. I feel like you're focusing on the positive of it, which is good because a lot of people would be doing the opposite. All right, I need a drink here. I have, let's see. Let me think. What next question do I want to ask? Okay, so I'm going to ask, what lessons have you learned? What lessons have you conquered in this waiting period? During this waiting period, what is it that you have conquered that you won't have to deal with ever again, hopefully? And because that's what, that's what life is all about, is lessons. So what lessons did you learn? Have you learned? Are you learning lessons that are being learned in this during this waiting period? All right, so I've got joy and self-worth. Okay, so I feel like that is saying that don't take personally what is happening. And in the old you would have taken this very, very personally. And again, because of the emotions that came out, I'm feeling that you are not taking this as personally. This situation had absolutely nothing to do with your worthiness and value as a human being. This was strictly a business decision. If you lost your job, it was a business decision. It was strictly someone trying to keep their head above water. It didn't have anything to do with you. And the same as the offers that may or may not be coming in. There are probably other people that they are looking at that maybe are willing to work for much less because they are more desperate than you are, and you know your value, so you are not going to cut your fees or your pay or whatever because you've got a lot of background. You know that you're better than a lot of the people out there. So this one is I'm going to say that you have learned not to block your blessings and not to block your abundance. I feel like you have started appreciating life as it is with the ups and downs that you perhaps in the past didn't do that. But I feel like you have made some great progress in the last 6 months to a year. I feel like you're just much more appreciative. At least that's what the cards are saying. You are much more appreciative than you were maybe a year ago. Understanding your value, understanding the people in your life, understanding what your purpose is, and that gratitude. That came in reverse. But I feel like with everything that I'm getting is like you are understanding that the gratitude, you need to have a little more gratitude. Okay, I'm just going to say that. You're almost there. You're closer than you were. But be grateful for what you have and don't take for granted the stuff that you have been given. You don't have to work. You don't have to be perfect. And maybe in the past, you were a tad bit of a perfectionist. And that seems like it may have worked against you if you were a manager and you expected perfection from the people underneath of you. A lot of people did not like you. And let go of the perfectionism. If that is something that you need to work with, let go of the perfectionism. Damn, man, these cards are flying out today. Wisdom. You have a lot of wisdom. And I feel like this time that you have had out is reminding you that you have a lot of smarts. You know a lot more than a lot of people. You are much more worldly. Now I'm going to say, because I'm having a little bit of throat chakra issues, I'm going to say you're not speaking up. You know a lot more than you do, but for whatever reason, you're keeping really quiet to yourself. And I don't understand why. But you probably understand why. I would imagine it has to do with perfectionism. You don't have all of the facts in place. And so perhaps, let's say this is, I'm just going to throw this out there. Maybe you have dreams of starting another career. Maybe you have dreams of having a YouTube channel. Maybe you have dreams of doing something else besides what you had always done your whole life. And you haven't started it yet because you don't feel like it's perfect yet. You don't feel like you have enough information that will be helpful. And I feel like these cards are saying that is not true. You don't need to be perfect. You have lots of wisdom. Start sharing it. Start sharing with people what you know. Drip a little bit. You know, you don't have to know everything. You don't have to know everything. The renewal card just flipped out and it was in the reverse position. And I want to go, this is not a renewal. And I feel like it is saying you've done this in a previous life. This is, you have this information. This is in your soul. This is in your being. You already know this information that you need to be giving to the world. And you're not starting at the beginning. It's all there. And I think once you start revealing the truth that you know, you're going to find out that it just starts flowing. So whatever it is that you're thinking about doing, do it, because you'll be fine. People will take what you say into consideration, and it will be of value to people, whether you believe you're ready for it or not. And then I'm going to do one last thing from the universe. Any last call from the universe? Any last wishes? Any last words that the universe wants to say about, we'll say this endeavor? The word retreat flipped out. Maybe that's one of the things that you want to do is you want to have a retreat, a yoga retreat, a something retreat. If that makes sense to you, go with it. But I also feel like that's saying spend some time in nature and start plotting and planning and thinking about what it is you want to do. Those interviews, those job offers are not coming for a reason, and that's because the universe has given you some time out to process what they're sending you information and signs, I feel like. And you're getting them and you're seeing them, but you're questioning at this point in time, is this really happening? Did I just see blah, 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 blah? And was that a sign from my deceased mother, father, grandfather, whatever? I feel like you're seeing signs. You have been seeing signs for a while. In fact, if you could see this card, it is like nature, and there's like animals and flowers and butterflies all over the place. So I just feel like there are signs that you have been seeing. The signs are there. The universe is giving you signs to move forward, and you're just hesitant, but it's okay. It's going to be okay. What else does the universe have to say? Divas. Okay. It's also the third eye chakra. That feels like, again, they are giving you signs. You are getting intuitive hits and you're questioning them. So I feel like these cards that are coming out is the universe going, yes, we have been giving you signs. I know you've been wondering if that was us doing that, and this is them going, yes, that was us giving you signs. That was us nudging you in the right direction. So if you were sitting there going, what's going on? Yeah, they were trying to get you to do something. The rainbow dragon. I always see that as like the rainbow dragon is like the rainbow bridge that moves you over from 3D to 5D. So you are about ready to cross over from the 3D way of living to the 5D way of living. And the 5D is whatever that next, and it may be a hobby turned into a job. Whatever it is, that leap that you are getting ready to take is going to move you over into 5D. And that's where we're all going. It's where you want to be. Not everybody's going to make it over there. What else? Any last words that the universe has to say to you? That one's wanting to come out. Truth. You know the truth. You have the truth. You have truth to share. Take your mask off. Oh, I just saw that. Take your mask off. That's one of the reasons, again, the perfection. You know, perfection, people have a mask on because they want people to think they're perfect. And nobody's perfect. The truth is we all have flaws. That's way too many. Nobody's going to, you know what? Nobody's going to judge you. And even if they do, who gives a rat's ass? They're not important. If they have negative things to say about you, it is not important at all. Last card, flying on the floor. Animal Kingdom. I'm going to say that's also some signs. Again, one more thing saying you've been getting signs from the Animal Kingdom and the butterflies and the intuitive hits, everything that the universe has been sending you, trying to get you to move forward. Stop and think about the different things that you're like, oh my God, is that a coincidence? That was so strange. I saw the weirdest thing the other day, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm talking about. Take a step. Take a baby step towards that next phase of your life that you are being pushed towards. I do not think you will regret it. And thanks for watching. I will hopefully see you guys in July for the July reading. Thank you. Bye.